On the first place we have the AK-101 is a machine gun from the series of Mikhail Kalashnikov. The intention of the AK-101 was to combine the 5.56x45 NATO cartridges with the proven solidity of the Kalashnikov AK-47. As a result, Western-oriented countries became potential customers. The rifle is made of modern, composite materials, including plastic, to reduce weight. The AK-101 has both semi-automatic and fully automatic modes. The maintenance of the AK-101 is the same as that of the AK-74. Both Russian and European parts can be mounted on the AK-101. The AK-101 fits both synthetic and metal magazines for 30 cartridges. The barrel of the AK-101 is 40 cm long and resembles that of the AK-74. M4A1. The M4 carbine is a 5.56x45 mm NATO, air-cooled, gas-operated, direct impingement, magazine-fed, select-fire carbine. It has a 14.5 in 370 mm barrel and a telescoping stock. It is essentially a lighter and shorter variant of the M16A2 assault rifle. The M4 is extensively used by the United States Armed Forces and is largely replacing the M16 rifle in United States Army and United States Marine Corps (USMC) combat units as the primary infantry weapon. The M4 has been adopted by over 60 countries worldwide, and has been described as one of the defining firearms of the 21st century. The famous assault rifle from the Saint-Étienne weapon factory is a bullpup assault rifle designed and manufactured in France by Moss in 1978, a year after the Austrian Steyr August. It is known by French troops as Le Clairon, the bugle, due to its distinctive shape. The FAMAS is recognized for its high rate of fire at 1,100 rounds per minute. The EMI Galil is a family of Israeli-made automatic rifles chambered for the 5.56x45 mm NATO or 7.62x51 mm NATO cartridges. Originally designed by Yisrael Galili and Yaakov Lior in the late 1960s, the Galil was first produced by the state-owned Israel Military Industries and are now exported by the privatized Israel Weapon Industries. The Steyr August is an Austrian bullpup assault rifle chambered for the 5.56x45 mm NATO intermediate cartridge. Designed in the 1960s by Steyr Daimler Puch, it was adopted by the Austrian Army in 1978 as the STG-77, Sturmgewehr 77, where it replaced the 7.62x51 mm NATO STG-58 automatic rifle, a license-built FN FAL. In production since 1978, it is the standard small arm of the Bundesheer and various Austrian federal police units, and its variants have also been adopted by the armed forces of dozens of countries, with some using it as a standard-issue service rifle. The Heckler & Koch G36, Gewehr 36, is a 5.56x45 mm assault rifle designed in the early 1990s by German company Heckler & Koch as a replacement for the heavier 7.62x51 mm G3 battle rifle. It was accepted into service with the Bundeswehr in 1997, replacing the G3. Since then, it has also been a popular export, and the G36 has seen active service in military and police units in several countries, including Germany, Spain, and the United Kingdom. The G36 is gas-operated and feeds from a 30-round detachable box magazine or 100-round CMAG drum magazine. The AK-74, Kalashnikov Automatic Rifle Model 1974, is an assault rifle designed by Soviet small arms designer Mikhail Kalashnikov in 1974. It is chambered for the 5.45x39 mm cartridge, which replaced the 7.62x39 mm cartridge of Kalashnikov's earlier automatic weapons for the Soviet armed forces. The rifle first saw service with Soviet forces in the 1979 Afghanistan conflict. The head of the Afghan Bureau of the Pakistani Inter-Services Intelligence claimed that the CIA paid $5,000 for the first AK-74 captured by the Afghan Mujahideen during the Soviet-Afghan War. As of 2021, most countries of the former Soviet Union use the rifle. The Adaptive Combat Rifle, ACR, is a modular assault rifle designed by Magpul Industries of Austin, Texas, and known initially as the Masada. In late January 2008, Bushmaster Firearms International entered into a licensing agreement with Magpul whereby Bushmaster would take over production, future development, and sales of the Masada. It was then known as the Bushmaster ACR. However, Remington Arms is contracted to manufacture the rifle for the U.S. military and U.S. law enforcement agencies, in which it is known as the Remington ACR. The FN SCAR, Special Operations Forces Combat Assault Rifle, 8, is a family of gas-operated, short-stroke gas piston, automatic rifles developed by Belgian manufacturer FN Herstal, FN, in 2004. It is constructed with modularity for the United States Special Operations Command, SOCOM, to satisfy the requirements of the SCAR competition. In early 2004, United States Special Operations Command, USSOCOM, issued a solicitation for a family of Special Operations Forces combat assault rifles, the so-called SCAR, designed around two different calibers but featuring high commonality of parts and identical ergonomics. The AK-47, officially known as the Avtomat Kalashnikova, also known as the Kalashnikov or just AK, is a gas-operated assault rifle that is chambered for the 7.62 x 39mm cartridge. Developed in the Soviet Union by Russian small arms designer Mikhail Kalashnikov, it is the originating firearm of the Kalashnikov, or AK, family of rifles. After more than 7 decades, the AK-47 model and its variants remain the most popular and widely used rifles in the world. The number 47 refers to the year the rifle was finished. Design work on the AK-47 began in 1945. It was presented for official military trials the following year in 1947, and, in 1948, the fixed stock version was introduced into active service for selected units of the Soviet Army. In early 1949, the AK was officially accepted by the Soviet Armed Forces and used by the majority of the member states of the Warsaw Pact.